What is up, fellow Chojins and loyal vassals? It is I, the Overlord, here to talk about Buffaloman. So if I can gather my thoughts at Buffaloman's backstory, if I can remember correctly, it's been a while, 4 months to be exact. But in the beginning, Buffaloman was he was considered, or he was a very unskilled wrestler, and he decided to make a deal with the devil. That's right. And he said, for every Chojin that you defeat, actually no, not defeat, for every Chojin that you kill, I will grant you a certain amount of Chojin power. And he pretty much kept killing Chojins left and right to the point where he became known as he gained up to 10 million Chojin power. Buffaloman was actually the first to in the series to introduce power levels, much like Dragon Ball Z. It was never exactly accurate, just like Dragon Ball Z. Whether or not you can increase your Chojin power level or not. I mean, like certain characters can, but with Buffaloman, it was never exactly stated if he could get higher than 10 million. Or if he was just permanently stuck at 10 million, because it was the same thing during the Dream tag arc. I would have expected him to get slightly stronger, but I don't know. It's just a little weird. And if we're going by that logic, by the end of the series, near the end of the series, the original Kinnikuman, during Kinnikuman's fight against Super Phoenix is possessed by 5 Chojin gods himself. And Kinnikuman ends up beating all 5 of them with his burning inner strength. So if we're going to talk technical, then theoretically, hypothetically, whatever the words you want to choose, Kinnikuman should be as strong as a god. Now, I'm not saying he can beat a god, because let's face it, so far none of the characters in the Kinnikuman series has been able to be that fast, except for maybe who would be that fast? The ninja, maybe? Probably the ninja. I don't know. But I'm just saying he may be as strong as a god, but I'm not saying he may be able to beat him because he's not as fast as a god. But where was I going with this? You know what? It also kind of sucks that in Ultimate Muscle or Kinnikuman Nisei 2nd generation that they made him super weak because they were old. I thought that was dumb. Isn't it like anime logic where the older and wiser you are, the stronger you are? But in like Ultimate Muscle, they made him weak. Pathetic. I also don't really like the way Buffaloman has the facial hair when he's older. Anyways, moving off topic. Where the hell was I? Oh yeah, power levels. So when Buffaloman became so powerful, about 100,000 Chojins decided, hey, you know what, we're gonna seal you into the depths of the universe because you're too dangerous. You're killing Chojin left and right, man. You can't be doing that. So they seal him away for I don't know how long, until Kinnikuman accidentally releases Buffaloman. There was also not just Buffaloman, but there was about 6 other devil Chojins. Amongst them was also Black Hole. They were released, and Buffaloman decides to separate Kinnikuman's corner man, Alexandria Meat, into 5 body pieces, which doesn't make any sense. It came out of nowhere in the manga. I remember reading it, and I was like, why? How does that even work? It's not even explained. Buffaloman I think he just charged into Alexandria Meat, and then he separated into 5 pieces, where it was his head, his 2 arms, 2 legs, and his main body. And each of the 7 devil Chojins, or wait, that doesn't make sense. If they're body parts, I don't remember. Point is, each of the devil Chojin had a piece of meat, not actual eating meat, but Alexandria Meat, the person, the little kid. Which, by the way, I don't know why they gave him an adult voice in Ultimate Muscle. I don't know if you remember that, but he actually has a kid voice. But I guess it would be kind of weird to have a little kid walking around in tighty whities and having an adult voice. I don't know. I'm getting off topic. You guys have no idea what I'm talking about. Point is, during Kinnikuman and Buffaloman's fight, Buffaloman decided to, or he saw the good and the honorableness in Kinnikuman. He's like, whoa, this guy is legit. He's keeping it real with me. He's very honorable, fighting me fair and square. I can respect that. And he decides to turn over to the good side. Well, not before the devil said, you know what, I don't like you, turn over to the good side. I'm gonna take away your powers. I'm gonna kill you. But then Buffaloman, with his last dying breath, he brought back to life a few characters who ended up dying in the whole ordeal, including Warsman. Warsman was, by the way, was the most brutalist of all Chojin at the time, and he lost pathetically to Buffaloman. But anyways, that's his whole spiel. There's more to it, but that's the gist of it. Here's Buffaloman. He's a very big SH figuarts. I'm gonna say he's probably my favorite looking SH figuarts. Not my favorite character, but my favorite looking SH figuarts in the Kinnikuman line. Well, that is until Ashuraman comes out about 2 months later. He's gonna come out. He's probably my favorite. But if I remember correctly, I believe it says that Buffaloman is actually modeled after Bruiser Brody, the professional wrestler, and I can definitely see the similarities around the hair and the color and the skin tone. I think Buffaloman is his ethnicity is Puerto Rican, I think. No, yes, Spanish. I believe it's either Spanish, some sort of Spanish, probably Puerto Rican, which is weird because in the Ultimate Muscle they gave him a Russian accent. That was very weird. I mean, they didn't do their homework. Damn 4 kids don't know how to dub. Damn, whatever. Let's get a comparison between here's the original first release SH figuarts. God damn, look at all them gains. Jesus God, look. Are you seeing these deltoids compared to Kinnikuman? I mean, I'm sorry, Kinnikuman, I know you're the main character, but look at this. Is like an entirely new mold of musculature going on. I mean, you can obviously tell the difference, the detail. My God, look at the striation. God damn. The pecs. I will say the shading is a little heavy right here in the crack between his pecs right there. You can obviously tell there's no other shading going on. It's pretty heavy right there, but that's a minor thing. But man, look at them obliques. Look at that, man. Compared to Kinnikuman, man. And look at them. Geez, look at them leg muscles. These look like 2 testes, baby, please. Let's see their backs. Let's compare their backs. They're about the same. His is obviously bigger. Nothing too fancy. I think the backs are the same. Look at them triceps. Compared to Kinnikuman. I'm sorry, Kinnikuman, but Buffaloman's got you beat in terms of muscle. Alright, move aside over here to the side. Kinnikuman. Let's, if you've seen the other SH figuarts, if you've seen any other Kinnikuman figures in the line of SH figuarts, then you'll know that it's pretty much all the same going on throughout the body, where he's got a... well, I will say that because of the hairpiece, his head articulation is somewhat limited, and it will leave some paint marks. I don't know if you can see it. It's very light. I don't know if you can see it. You can't really see, but it's underneath. It's not like you're gonna see it anyways because his hair is gonna be covering it. But his paint, the paint from the hair, does get scrubbed off a little bit, but it doesn't really matter because the hair is gonna be covering it in the first place. So, but his head is, because of the hair, the way it's molded, you can't get too much left and right action. That's as far as you're gonna get. You can't really look up at all. Pretty much most of the way he's gonna be looking is in his waist, or I mean his abdomen, or his section right here, his articulation here is pretty much what he's going to use to look in a certain direction. Like if you want to have him looking left, you gotta have to turn his entire body to also get him looking that direction. He does have another ball joint right here at the right below the neck. He's got the butterfly ball jointed hinge thing that all Kinnikuman figures have, which makes it really cool to pose. He's got the double jointed elbow, which does have the anatomically correct movement at how we're not focused. Anatomically correct how an actual elbow should move. He's got the ball jointed wrist, or the ball hinge wrist. It's somewhat limited because of his little arm guards. I'm not little, but I've never understood if these were supposed to be weights, because I don't think I've ever seen him take them off. So I don't think they're supposed to be weights, but they do look pretty cool. He has, it's somewhat limited because of the way it is around the wrist. Is somewhat limited, but you know what? It's a minor thing. He's got the same ball joint hinge going on. He can't get much of an ab crunch. Kind of a shame. Because of the way it's how wide his upper chest is, I thought he would get more of a crunch going on. He can obviously arch his back really far, much like any of the other Kinnikuman. They all have that ability. Well, it feels like I'm gonna break it, but you can't move it around. Also, he's got the ball joint right here at the legs, and you can pull them apart to get more range of motion. You got the double jointed knee, choke, and then you got this hinge, which you can move side to side. We are all out of focus. Don't matter. It's kind of weird how he has this freaking needle coming out of his knee. I don't think something like that was ever explained. If it was actually part of his body, or if he actually does have a spike growing out of his knee, that's pretty badass. Actually, let's think that it's just like that. Same with his horns. You get a good look at his face. It's really good. I like it. The paint is somewhat the yellow on the eye is somewhat not filling. You can see it's like not full the entire eye, but I don't know, it doesn't bother me that much for some reason. Maybe it's because I like this guy. He's a cool dude. Let's put him aside here, show you what he comes with. As you can see, he already has two hands. He's two open palmed hands. Oh no, oh, I can't even see. Okay. No, it's a closed hand and an open palmed hand, and the same for his other hand. He's got another closed hand right here, shoik, and then an open palm hand, shank, right there. And they do have a hinge, as you can see. So if you want to hold stuff, pretty cool. The SH figuarts don't come with much hands. I kind of wish they did. In my opinion, I kind of wish they came with more hands, just to be a little bit more expressive in the figures. But most of the fun is in the posability. And he comes with these devil horns, which is very appropriate. Whoa, it fell down. I kind of wish, though, he came with a second pair of another devil horns for his other hand. This is just for one hand, so that does kind of suck. He came with 3 sets of face, which you already saw his default face. Looking clean, Buffaloman. God damn. Moving on. He's got what's this? A yelling, expressive face where he's about to do some serious shit. I'm about to beat you up. Ah! And then he came with what's the word? A worried face where you can see the sweat marks right there. He's very in pain or something like that. He's like, ah, damn, who fired up in this piece? There's that. You can actually replace his horns, and he comes with these little broken horns. You can't really see them, but there you go. Broken horns. You can just peg them off. You can take them off and peg them in. Because if you remember correctly, or if I remember correctly, during Warsman and Buffaloman's, god damn, who's vacuuming up in this? You hear that? Someone's vacuuming. Hopefully you can't hear it. But if you remember correctly, Warsman, when he was fighting Buffaloman before his horrible death, he managed to knock out one of Buffaloman's horns. So you can replicate that with one of these if you wanted to. Also, he came with these big-ass longhorns, and if you remember, this one in particular, it's got a bunch of scars and lines on it, because I'm not sure exactly how his power worked, but if I remember correctly, he had a bunch of scars around his body. I believe each one of those scars were from the Chojin that he killed, and he was able to focus all of the scars of his body onto one point, and he posted, god damn! Can't somebody some damn peace and quiet? But he comes with this damn he comes with this horn. That's very loud, it's distracting me. Alright, well, whatever. He comes with this one horn. There, it stopped. And because of this, it made him invincible. I don't remember. I'm just gonna assume. I don't remember the exact details. I just remember that all the scars connected into one horn and gave him a super long horn, and it made him ridiculously invincible. And if that wasn't bad enough, at one point he absorbs Kinnikuman's burning inner strength, and he becomes this ridiculously possessed looking demon thing. And it's even a miracle how Kinnikuman even managed to beat him. What's also pretty neat is that Buffaloman was actually the first Chojin to ever be able to defeat the Kinnikubuster by turning it into a 9. And what I mean by that is the Kinnikuman, when he's doing the Buster, if you were to flip it around, it kind of looks like first it looks to 6, then it turns 9, and it makes more sense if you're looking at what I'm talking about. That is Buffaloman. He's a really cool figure. Just a cool wrestling figure, if you ask me. If you like collecting wrestling figures, this guy's pretty damn cool. The only thing that I don't like is he's got a limited articulation in the head, and mine does unfortunately have a little beauty mark. It's very minor, but I do notice it, and it bothers me. And there's a somewhat little heavy on the shading between the pecs. Because it's weird, because the shading isn't really noticeable anywhere else except the chest is very dark. But really, that's the only thing that bothers me. Those 3 things. But that is Buffaloman, the devil Chojin turned idol. You got anything else to say, Mr. Buffaloman? Are you of Russian descent? Do you think this review is over? God damn. Look at them gains. Alright, see you later.